Hi everyone, Bob is in the house, back at it again to do some big business tonight. Because big business has happened this week in Champions League tournament. We are back where we are watching the greatest football in the earth, UEFA Champions League, the best of the best quarterfinals. Only 8 teams left at this stage, and this year only the top teams pretty much. Because before last season, for example, there we had some underdogs and some names that were not that exciting. But this year, when there's only 8 people, we have all great for matches. And yes, Atletico Madrid and Borussia Dortmund is the most uninteresting one, but the other three, bro. Oh, some heat happening over there. Heat happening over there. 3 matches. We gotta talk about Barcelona PSG because I'm a Barca fan. We're probably gonna start with that, to be honest. And then we have Real Madrid versus Man City. And we also have Arsenal versus Bayern. All of these 3 ties are drama inducing, some crazy stuff that you knew that it's gonna be big, it's gonna be dramatic, it's gonna be sensational, and man will be crying. Like, I promise you, next week some man out there in the world watching this will be crying because I hope it's not gonna be me, because if Barcelona will not go through PSG, I will, I mean, not probably cry, but I will be so disappointed, man. Whew, because the hopes that we have for the season now is unbelievable. We, as Barcelona fan, and now we're trying to get into the game, and but actually, right before we get into the game, I just want to say that we were waiting for this shit. We are living for this kind of games. In Soccerland, my job is to tell you about the best soccer events, the best things that you need to follow there. And before this Champions League quarterfinals, I was telling you about the basics of the game. I was telling you about how people play this game, how many people follow this game from the startup, what are the rules, and all that I've been doing to build up to this moment. Because I want to watch soccer with you guys. I want to enjoy and bring as much people together to this journey, new journey for you guys, newcomers. This is addressing to newcomers. This channel is for the newcomers who are not on board yet. 4 billion people are, but other people, the rest of them, are not on the board yet. So I want to welcome everyone, but particularly my target audience is United States, because the World Cup in 2026 is gonna happen, and you know the spiel. If you've been following, you know the spiel. But for those who didn't follow yet, 2026 World Cup, United States, Mexico, Canada, teams will be playing here, and I want to be a big part of that, and I want to welcome as much people to this game early, so you know already coming into the World Cup, you're not just average, basic, well, what's going on, like just tuned in and didn't understand anything, and like didn't understand that passion, didn't understand what this game has to offer to you within that 1 month of World Cup. Yes, people are celebrating outside, having fun, like, and you like but you're not fully in the red because you're not understanding the game. So I want you to understand the game. That's why we're doing this right now. And to understand the game, to get hooked into the game, you need to watch the best that this game has to offer. And Champions League is that tournament. Is that tournament. The best teams in Europe, which means best team in the world, pretty much, at least as of now. Things are changing, little by little. Things are changing. MLS as well in the United States. We're getting better. Teams are getting better, but we still have that distance to go. But in Europe, historically and still to this day, the best soccer is where it's at. So we'll follow the best teams, and we're starting with Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain. The game, just like Real and Manchester City, just like Bayern versus Arsenal, a game that has bad blood, the game that has history where both teams don't like each other. Both teams have history where they want to prove themselves that they're wrong. In Arsenal's case, Arsenal versus Bayern, Arsenal, like last 3-4 times they faced Bayern Munich, they were punished heavily, crazily in 2 matches. Last time they faced actually each other in the round of 16, I believe it was 5-1, Bayern Munich won, and then even in Emirates, London Stadium, in Arsenal Stadium, Bayern won 5-1. So it was on aggregate it was 10-2, guys. And Arsenal wants to get revenge. Real Madrid, Manchester City, they faced each other 3 times in the last 3 years, and each time we have different winners. So this time we'll see who will get. Last time Manchester City won. This time maybe Real Madrid will win. I don't know. As a fan who is not, as a Barcelona fan, I don't really want that. But at the same time, this season is a little bit tricky, and I'll explain that later. But now we'll focus on Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. So have a seat. You're with me, listening to soccer. The brilliance of it. Let's go. The fact that Pedri assisted to a goal, he assisted to Rafinha and Rafinha scored and it became 2-2. That was crazy. It was really awesome to see.